Why are they so upset? Why do they call them dusty and useless, and then get mad that they're leaving? They don't want them, but they don't want them to leave. And why?
I want to start by saying that in the Black community, we've adopted some mannerisms or some customizations that I would say are a little bit weird, especially after spending some time overseas, right? So, I mean, I'm not saying that our community is strange, but we have adapted some strange habits. So I think one of the most glaring ones is this idea of this love versus worship, right?
Your greatest commitment to Black people is being committed to a Black woman.
You don't go with other countries and have guys walk around saying our queens. That's very specific to the Black community. And when you see this kind of worship, it looks a little like this, right? I'm not saying that Nia Long is bad looking, but what I am saying is that as a 52-year-old, you generally don't get large numbers of, I don't know, I mean, this guy looks like he's probably in his mid-30s, I guess. Seeing her as a sex symbol. I'm not saying that she's not sexy still, but she is in her 50s. And so if you ask, let's say if you went to overseas and you ask 10 regular guys in their 30s, if a 52-year-old star was still sexy, they say she's still pretty, she's still gorgeous, she's still elegant, but I don't know where the line stops from elegant / pretty, sexy to, I don't know, elder, to someone to look up to, because it's a little bit strange to me to see, guys that are so young still seeing a woman this age as a sex symbol, and we're kind of the only ones to do that. So I chose this particular YouTuber or TikToker because he had a video on, Passport Bros and basically saying, the same stuff, guys are lame, they don't have their act together. And it's very curious. I see, again, I'll show you another one, right? Me following all the Black women on a boat because they're not finna leave me here. And, this is not appealing, right? This is not like, babe, you look really nice, I'd like to take you on a date, let's do something. It's kind of like ego stroking, really. And this is very normal for us. And so, you separate yourself from such a community and you look back on it and, you start realizing some things, which in the opening TikTok helped me realize. I'm going to have to ask you to give the guy some grace. He used Passport Boys. I don't know if he meant ill by it or not, but it doesn't seem like he does. But he has a very interesting perspective as a white or Caucasian gentleman because he's looking at it from the outside in. So let's take a listen.
Problem with Passport Bros.
So I was thinking about this. Why do they care? Why do they care that men are going their own way and finding women in foreign countries? Why are they so upset? Why do they call them dusty and useless, and then get mad that they're leaving? They don't.
And now it's a very good point he's making, because you don't hear the argument as we're going to be better, we're going to change, this is what we're going to offer you, please don't go. It's a shame argument. You're not nothing, we don't want you here, you're good for nothing, right?
They don't want them, but they don't want them to leave. And why are they making these videos? To tell us how they don't care. And it finally struck me. The video is not for the Passport Boys. The videos are for their orbiters, the friend zone men.
Boom. How about that? How about that? Now, we in our space, we make a lot of videos and we, like to go back and forth and, make the points. But how powerful is that point? We're going to shame the Passport Bros so much that the orbiters are going to say, you know what? I don't want any part of being shamed that way. So I'm going to act, like you saw in the early TikToks.
I want to make sure they don't get this idea in their head that they can go somewhere else, that there are other women available to them if they just leave the country. They need these men to stay in their orbit, to keep validating them. That is what they're terrified, is they will lose the influence they have amongst the few men who still put up with them.
Now, that's a really interesting way to look at it. Now, he used the word put up with, but I mean, you can describe it how you want to, but the fact that he's saying that these videos aren't even for the Passport Bros, they're for the orbiters. Like, hey, you want us to treat you like that? And so when I see TikToks like this one, Or I see TikToks like this one. They are reminders of how in our community the dynamics kind of have worked, or at least the way they work now, where you are expected to be either, you know, a Chad Tyrone, or you're expected to be a beta orbiter. And if you are asking for something outside of those two things, or if you dare go somewhere else, then you're going to get the shame because, I mean, he said it, it's a theory, but his theory is that, you know, that's the reason why, to keep the orbiters in line. I'm not saying right or wrong. All I'm saying is a very interesting theory. With that said, I want to say thank you guys for watching. You know, please like, subscribe. You know, let me know what you think down below, if you think that this is actually a tactic to keep the orbiters in line or not. And, you know, let me know what you think. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Later.